What if you could create a tutorial video in just a few minutes? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to geek out a little bit. My name is Harrison Painter, your Chief AI Officer, and this is your video of the day. I found this really cool tool. Maybe we'll start doing Cool Tool Fridays, something like that, and I'll share a new AI tool with you every week. Now, this tool is really cool. I have not personally used it yet. I've watched other people use it. I've seen some videos of people using it. We're going to experience this for the first time together. So that's really, really cool. And I love geeking out on this stuff. So Gatekeep.ai, basically you put in a prompt, you hit enter, and in 2 to 3 minutes, it will create a video with text, with graphs, with a voiceover on that topic for you. Now, I must warn you, what I've seen from other people is it's a little wonky. It's not quite ready for prime time. It'll sometimes screw up some graphics and all that. But so far, the content that I've seen, the voiceover stuff has been fully accurate. So this is going to give both of us here a good idea of the future of tutorial generation and creation. So let's use one of their examples because I would assume it's going to give us a better result since they have it up here. So you can go down here at the bottom and just type in your prompt. They have like 3 examples up here. So let's click this Pythagorean Theorem. That's well above my pay grade. I used to know what that stuff was, but let's see how this thing performs. Now, there was a pop-up box down there at the bottom. At the bottom, you might have seen, it's basically just saying it's going to take 2 to 3 minutes and grab a cup of coffee. So I'll speed this up to respect your time, and I will see you on the other side. And we've jumped into the future. You'll see on your screen now there is a video that it created for you. It does have their watermark in the corner, but keep in mind it's free right now. It's something that you just kind of experiment with and mess around with. At the bottom, you will see a summary of the video, and then it also gives you the transcript of the video here. So let's click play and see how it did.
In this video, we'll visually explore and prove the Pythagorean theorem. First, let's draw a large square and 4 identical yellow right-angled triangles inside it. Notice how these triangles form a smaller square in the center. Now, let's move the entire figure to the left and draw a similar setup on the right. We'll reposition the triangles to reveal the theorem's underlying geometry. The blue areas in both arrangements are equal, demonstrating the theorem. From the diagram, we see that the area of the blue square on the left is the square of the length of the hypotenuse, c squared. In the diagram on the right, the area of the blue square in the upper right corner is the square of the length of the longer side of the triangle, b squared. In the diagram on the right, the area of the blue square in the lower left corner is the square of the length of the shorter side of the triangle, a squared. The areas correspond to the squares of the sides of the triangles. This leads us to the elegant conclusion of the Pythagorean theorem, which states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. In this visualization, we observed the Pythagorean theorem, which states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides.
Pretty impressive. That was literally a 2.5 minute generation. The video itself is 1 minute and 23 seconds. Of course, we could speed that up a little bit and chop it up so it's a little bit faster. Wow. Let's try an example that's a little more in tune with all of us. So I know a lot of people watching me are marketing professionals, or you have some type of business, or you market yourself. And I just did 2 videos and a workshop and a podcast last week really talking about ChatGPT and prompting. So let's try something like 3 tips on ways to improve prompting on ChatGPT to get better results. Let's see what it comes up with. Now that one took about 4 minutes to generate, so a little bit longer. Now, maybe because it's a prompt nobody's ever attempted on this particular platform, the servers could just be jammed with a lot of people jumping in here and messing around and experimenting with this tool. But still, 4 to 5 minutes to create a video. Let's see how it did. Again, we have the summary here at the bottom. We have the transcript here so we can verify everything. Let's click play and see how it did.
Welcome to our video on 3 tips to improve prompting on ChatGPT for better results. We'll explore how to craft clear and specific prompts, provide context, and use examples to get more accurate and coherent responses from ChatGPT. Let's dive in. Tip number 1 is to use clear and specific prompts. Instead of asking ChatGPT vague questions, be precise in what you're asking for. This will lead to more accurate and relevant responses.
The text there is going off the page a little bit.
Tip number 2 is to provide context in your prompts. By giving ChatGPT background information or setting the stage for your request, it can generate more relevant and coherent responses that better match your needs.
Yeah, everything's not quite lining up correctly.
Tip number 3 is to use examples in your prompts. Providing examples of what you're looking for can help guide ChatGPT to generate responses that better match your desired output. This is especially useful for writing tasks or when you need a specific format. By following these 3 tips, being clear and specific, providing context, and using examples, you can significantly improve the quality and relevance of ChatGPT's responses to your prompts. Try incorporating these strategies in your own interactions with ChatGPT and see the difference it makes.
Some formatting errors. The content was pretty good, right? It's a basic prompt. It's giving you basic information. So yeah, there's still some bugs, but you can see where the future is moving towards. These are the type of videos in the past that they take me a pretty long time to put together. I have to create the content, write the script, record the video, do the graphics, edit the video, and it goes on and on. This was literally a 4-minute generation. So once they get the bugs worked out, once all of this stuff, you can just see 6 months from now, we'll be busting these out whenever we want. So I'm very curious to hear from you. Is this a tool that you find interesting? If you're a real estate agent, you could create a quick video on walking somebody through the closing process, or a title company, or a mortgage broker. If you're a chiropractor, you could create a video on the experience of coming to a chiropractor, what to expect, and you could do that in 3 to 4 minutes. And then you could always get creative and build on top of it as well. So I'd love to hear from you. Is this something you see valuable? Would you use it? What do you think? The voice seemed very pleasing. I would speed it up a little bit, maybe do some chops. But, again, I'm sure in the future we're going to have all these customized buttons. We'll be able to tell it to do this, to do that, to speak in this way, to speak fast, to be humorous, to do all those things. But look, even with the errors, that's pretty impressive to be able to create videos like this somewhere between the 2 and 5 minute mark. Pretty mind-blowing. All right, well, that's it for me today. Have a phenomenal weekend. My name is Harrison Painter, your Chief AI Officer. And until Monday, just get some good rest this weekend. Relax, spend some time with the people you love, and God bless you. See you Monday.
In the race for success, small businesses need more than just speed. They need supercharged innovation. And what's the key to that innovation? Artificial intelligence. Introducing AI for Small Business, your roadmap to fuel innovation and amplify profits by Harrison Painter. This isn't just a book, it's your gateway to the future. Dive into easy-to-understand AI concepts, real-world success stories, and a step-by-step guide that transforms the complex world of AI into actionable strategies for your business. Whether you're an AI newbie or tech-savvy, discover how to streamline operations, boost productivity, and skyrocket your profits. Don't watch the AI revolution from the sidelines. Grab your copy of AI for Small Business and turn the page to a more innovative, profitable future today. Available now on Amazon.com.